You're listening to the Health Courage Collective podcast, episode 50, Time for a New Outfit. Welcome to the Health Courage Collective podcast, the show for women who are too busy to slog through hours of generalized, inapplicable, and often contradictory health information, but too smart to ignore that a few minutes of focused attention now can prevent years of suffering in the future. I'm your host, Christina Hackett, a pharmacist who doesn't want you to live on prescriptions, a certified coach specifically trained to maximize your potential, and a compulsive learner obsessed with preventative, cutting-edge, holistic, and integrative medicine. I'm on a mission to increase your physical and mental resilience so you can fearlessly look forward to your next 40-plus limitless years. Your time is now. Let's go. Hey there, how's it going? Great, I hope. I can't believe we're already fully into summer. Time flies. How have you been sleeping this past week? I hope I succeeded in convincing you that all of your efforts in exercising and eating well are significantly diminished if you don't get adequate sleep. It's not just a, it's a good idea, maybe I'll get around to it someday thing. Or a, I don't think I'm as bad as most people thing. If you want to be a truly effective human being, you need to prioritize sleep. It's the magic pill, the secret sauce. I can't say it strongly enough. Today, we're going to talk about new clothes. Fun, right? How do you feel when you get a new outfit? If you're one of those people who don't really care about your clothes too much, then I admire you. It's kind of superficial and vain. I also think that people who create a uniform for themselves are smart. You know, like Steve Jobs and Barack Obama and stuff, who deliberately don't want to waste their brain juice and decision-making abilities on their clothes. For me, I've been socially conditioned enough that a new, well-fitting outfit is super fun. I think because it makes me feel like a different person, kind of renewed and, I don't know what, freshly stylish, whatever the opposite of frumpy is. Do you like trying new outfits on? It can be kind of fun to pick between the just okay ones and the really great ones, finding the one that is just perfect for you. Over the years, we get better at knowing what styles and colors work best for us. Have you ever seen something you know you would love? It seems like the right style for your body type, the right color for your complexion, just your size, but then you put it on and you hate it? Me too. Not to mention all the times you see something that looks super cute on someone else, but then it looks awful on you. This can especially happen with stuff from catalogs. Not what you envisioned for yourself based on the perfectly proportioned and airbrushed model's picture in the catalog. Maybe that's part of why finding something that looks great on you is so fun, because it's kind of hard. It takes some trial and error, some trying things on and being disappointed, some being surprised, and bonus if what you find is comfortable and suited to your needs, like warm enough or cool enough or waterproof enough. Extra bonus if it's easy to maintain. No need to wash it with diamond dust infused artisanal soap. Lay it flat to dry or iron it. When I have something great to wear, I'm less likely to hide away in my house or shy away from documenting memories in photos. There's a confidence that comes with being willing to be seen. I think it's like, even though it seems narcissistic to care so much about your appearance, and maybe it is a little bit, a lot of times when you're confident in how you look, you're more able to think less about yourself and focus on others. You can forget yourself more. But when you're insecure about your ill-fitting, old, worn out of fashion, or just not your style clothes, you're focused more on yourself. You're less effective at inspiring or helping others if you can't stop wondering what they think of how you look, or if you're trying to hide. If you're trying to get outside yourself more, but you're socially conditioned to care what people think of how you look, it might be time for a new outfit, or a new perspective that eliminates that social conditioning. That would be awesome, but a lot more work than shopping. When you get new clothes, do you automatically get rid of an old outfit? I'm not super great at that, but it's something I do aspire to do. To not just bring in something new, but to purge something old, something stained, worn out, ill-fitting, or boring. Sometimes you can't quite describe why, but you just don't feel good when you wear something. You'd be better off letting that go. I love Marie Kondo and basically everything about her. I read her book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, a long time ago, long before her Netflix show. I love her show too because she's just so adorable. I love her approach, even if I'm not quite able to do it perfectly myself, but I especially love her way of getting rid of things. If you've read or seen her work, you know that her method is to gather together all of your stuff and only keep the things that spark joy. You can automatically feel it if it sparks joy or is essential, like necessary in a utilitarian way. If not, you get rid of it. And as you do, you thank each item. It's so cute. You tell the clothes or other things you're donating to charity or throwing away, "Thank you for being a part of my life." And then you send them on their way. It can be a quick thank you. She's Japanese, so she bows as she thanks them. Or you can spend more time really thinking about how this possession that you're parting with really did serve you in some way in the past. And even so, it's not meant to be part of your future. You're not doing it any favors by keeping it. Makes me want to go clean out my closet. And I wouldn't have to go too far since I'm sitting in my closet right now recording this episode. It's a good quiet place with a lot of sound dampening surfaces. But what does all this have to do with having health courage? Well, once upon a time, in maybe the 200s or 300s AD, there was a Latin word habere, which meant to consist of. It changed over the years to habitus, which meant condition or appearance. That evolved around the 800s into the Old French word habit, which evolved in the later Middle Ages into the Middle English word habit, which meant dress or attire. This is the oldest and original meaning of the English word habit. We still call what nuns and monks wear habits. That's their outfit. And there are people who still wear what they call a riding habit, which is just horseback riding clothes. There's an awesome book that was published in 1967 written by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon. The book is called Psycho-Cybernetics, which is a pretty cool and a little bit weird title. A lot of what he talks about comes from his and his patients' assumptions that radically altering their appearance through plastic surgery, this was in the 60s, remember, didn't change their life or identity the way they thought it would. It has some cool ideas, and one of the best quotes from the book says, "Our self-image and our habits tend to go together. Change one and you will automatically change the other." The word habit originally meant a garment or clothing. Our habits are literally garments worn by our personalities. They are not accidental or happenstance. We have them because they fit us. They are consistent with our self-image and our entire personality pattern. When we consciously and deliberately develop new and better habits, our self-image tends to outgrow the old habits and grow into the new pattern. End quote. What do you think about that? Think about some habits that you have. Are you always on time? Do you brush your teeth regularly? Do you drink a lot of water? Do you lose track of time scrolling on your phone? Stay up too late watching Netflix? Think of others before yourself? Meditate every morning? According to Dr. Maltz, those outfits or habits match your self-image. They're not accidental. You wear them because they fit your personality. This is great news for the outfits we like and want to keep. But if you're like me, there are some outfits that you don't really want to keep wearing. You don't really want them to fit, but they do. The great news is that you can choose to grow out of them. You can sew a brand new designer wardrobe and grow into it. You might need to find some sewing patterns and develop some sewing skills. You might need some help from a seamstress or fashion designer along the way, but you can totally do it. Are you old enough to remember the TV show Extreme Makeover? Before it became Extreme Makeover Home Edition, which I kind of like better. Remember Ty Pennington and the "Move that boss." Anyway, I think it's always fascinating to see makeover shows, maybe more so when they're less extreme. No surgery or dental implants, just a new haircut and some new clothes that actually fit and match well can be transformative. But in the case of our psychocybernetic habitus, we're not changing our garment habits to fit our body. We're choosing what we want to wear and then growing our self-image into it. Unlike the physical world, we can look through the catalog of perfectly proportioned models and pick what they're wearing and then change ourselves to fit that outfit. This is not a good aspiration for actual clothing or your body shape. Part of a longer discussion. The clothing is wrong, not your body. But choosing a beautiful and healthy habit and then becoming the person who fits well inside that habit is a beautiful thing. Not because you're bad or wrong the way you are, but just because you can, because it would be cool, because you think it would be fun to wear a leopard print jumpsuit or a Valentino gown or a Lady Gaga meat suit dress or whatever floats your boat. What would be your ultimate aspiration? Sandra Bullock's sequins onesie in A Lost City? If you haven't seen that movie, it's hilarious. I think I'd be happy with a cute sweater and some comfortable jeans, as long as the jeans have a 33-inch inseam and the sweater isn't too scratchy. The point is that if you aren't rocking the style you want to be seen in, you can choose to grow into a different style. And when you do, you'd be wise to clean out your closet and get rid of everything misfitting, hand-me-down, stained, tattered, out of style, or generally something a less evolved version of you would wear. Only keep the outfits that spark joy or serve you well in a utilitarian way. Sounding familiar? You can even thank them as you send them on your way, never to be seen again. You don't have to feel bad that you had a habit in your closet that you wouldn't be caught dead in. It served you in some way in the past. Be grateful for that service, even as you choose not to put on that habit anymore. Thank them for helping you get to this point, even if the only thing they did for you was to help you see that you don't want to be the kind of person who keeps wearing that habit. You're just not a taffeta kind of girl. Good to know. So, what do you like? What sparks joy for you? What is comfortable and warm enough or waterproof enough for your life? What is practical and easy to maintain? What habits do you want to try on? Do you like what you see someone else doing? Or would you want to have it altered to fit your personal style? Is there one key habit piece that would have a big impact on all areas of your life? I told you about a really important one last week. What wardrobe piece would sleep be? What affects absolutely everything else? Your bra? Underwear? Maybe your shoes. That seems kind of meta. You gotta have well-fitting, well-made shoes. And what fits someone else will pinch my feet or rub yours the wrong way. Shopping sprees are fun, but the fastest way to look put together and lovely is to stop wearing sloppy garments. No more stretched out sweats and holey t-shirts. Those don't fit you anymore. And so it is with habits. It's awesome to install new ones, and I can help you do that. But you'll often get a bigger bang for your buck by deleting habits that aren't serving you anymore. They might have been at some point. They were the baggy sweats that made you comfortable for a while. But you're done with that now. They don't fit the upgraded you anymore. It's time to thank them and let them go. Hey there! I wanted to quickly interrupt and let you know that it's so much less of a struggle to consistently dominate your health choices when the thoughts you think naturally nudge you toward what you're trying to achieve. If you're looking to more consistently rock your healthy behaviors, I have a completely free 18-minute mini course for smart women like you who know that sometimes a quick mind flip can go a long way. Click the link in the show notes or go to healthcourage.ck/page/mini for this free mini course on 6 thoughts people who consistently rock their health choices think, and start putting one of them to good use inside your head today. Just because you've been doing something a certain way for a long time doesn't mean you should keep doing it. Kind of like if you were to gather all your possessions into one big Marie Kondo pile, if you examine all your habits with fresh eyes, you can reinvent yourself from the ground up if you want to. Or maybe you're pretty happy with almost everything and only a few things need minor tweaking. Either way is awesome, as long as you decide what to keep on purpose and you're happy with what you intentionally end up with. While working on yourself and your personal habits can seem a bit selfish, I think it's a little bit like the hypothetical new outfit. When you're clothed in well-fitting habits that suit your personal style, it's a lot easier to forget about yourself and focus on others. When you're not insecure about how you appear to others or how you compare to others, you naturally free up more brain space that can be used in service to something bigger than you. You can also just not care what people think, which I support too. But for most of us, becoming the type of person who wears beautiful habits is a good path to being confident and strong enough to be of greater service to the world. If you want help installing or deleting habits, come check out my Health Courage program, where we deliberately design your behavior and make a plan that ensures that your biological age is younger than your chronological age. As James Clear says in Atomic Habits, building better habits isn't about littering your day with life hacks. It's not about flossing one tooth each night or taking a cold shower each morning or wearing the same outfit every day. It's not about achieving external measures of success like earning more money, losing weight, or reducing stress. Habits can help you achieve all of those things, but fundamentally, they are not about having something. They are about becoming someone. Ultimately, your habits matter because they help you become the type of person you wish to be. They are the channel through which you develop your deepest beliefs about yourself. Quite literally, you become your habits. End quote. A new outfit might seem superficial, and it is, but a new habit can be life-changing, and not just your life will be changed. If you think of your new outfit or habit being the channel through which you develop your deepest beliefs about yourself, it couldn't be more important. Thank you so much for being here today. Next week, we're going to talk about the calorie casino. Until then, get rid of a frumpy old outfit and don't be normal. Hey there, do you have a great idea for a topic I should cover on the podcast? I would love to hear from you. Click the link in the show notes and tell me what you think I should talk about next. Thank you so much for tuning into the Health Courage Collective podcast. I am truly honored that you have paid me the enormous compliment of your time and attention. I would be so grateful if you would share this podcast with someone you know and subscribe so you never miss an episode. This podcast is for entertainment and information purposes only. Statements and views on this podcast are not medical advice. This podcast, including Christina Hackett and producers, disclaim responsibility for any possible adverse events by use of information contained herein. If you think you have a medical problem, consult a licensed physician.